Hey everyone, Jubilant here. We all love our cars, right? They're our trusty steeds, getting us from point A to B. But there's a lot of misinformation out there about how to take care of them. Today, we're diving into some of the most common car maintenance myths to find out if they're fact or fiction. Whether you're a seasoned car enthusiast or just a casual driver, these myths might surprise you. Let's get started. This myth has been around for ages. The idea is that you should let your car idle for a few minutes before driving to protect the engine. And look, I get it. You want to treat your car right, especially if it's got some miles on it. My dad always told me to warm up the engine before hitting the road, especially on cold mornings. But is it really necessary with modern cars? Remember those old carburetors? Yeah, those needed some time to warm up. But modern cars have fuel injection systems that are way more efficient, even when the engine's cold. To put this myth to the test, we took 3 cars, a brand new model, a car from the early 2000s, and a vintage car from the 1970s. We stuck temperature sensors in the engines and let them idle for 5 minutes in a controlled environment. Then we drove them around a test track, monitoring their performance and emissions. Guess what? The new car's engine warmed up just as quickly, whether we idled it or not. The 2000s car showed a slight difference, but nothing major. The vintage car, well, that's a different story. It definitely needed some time to warm up, but that's because of its older technology. Here's the thing. Idling for long periods actually wastes fuel and increases emissions. It's like leaving the faucet running. You're just wasting resources, and that's not good for your wallet or the environment. We talked to some expert mechanics, and they agree. They said that with modern cars, it's best to start driving gently to warm up the engine faster. That way, you're not wasting fuel, and you're getting where you need to go. So what's the verdict? Is warming up your car before driving a busted myth or a legit tip? Well, based on our tests and expert opinions, we're confidently saying, busted. Let's talk about gasoline. We've all been there, filling up at the gas station, faced with the choice between regular, mid-grade, and premium. You see that premium label, and you might think, hey, premium means better, right? Well, it's not always that simple. Many people believe that using premium gasoline will improve their car's performance and fuel efficiency. And sure, if you're driving a high-performance sports car, premium gas might be necessary. But what about the average car? We wanted to see if there was a noticeable difference in performance and fuel economy when using premium versus regular gasoline. So, we took 3 cars with different engine types and ran them through a series of tests. We measured their horsepower, acceleration, and fuel consumption using both regular and premium gasoline. The results were pretty interesting. While the high-performance car did show a slight increase in horsepower with premium gas, the difference was negligible in the other 2 cars. In fact, the fuel economy difference between using regular and premium was almost non-existent in all 3 cars. Here's the deal. Most cars are designed to run perfectly on regular gas. The octane rating in premium gasoline is higher, which prevents engine knocking in high-performance engines. But for most cars, the higher octane rating doesn't provide any significant benefits. We also spoke to a fuel specialist who explained that using premium gas in a car that doesn't require it can actually lead to engine deposits and potentially harm your car in the long run. So not only are you wasting money, but you could be causing unnecessary wear and tear on your engine. So the myth that premium gasoline is always better for your car, we're calling it busted. Chapter 3. The 3,000-mile oil change myth. This is one of the oldest car maintenance myths out there. You've probably heard it a million times. Change your oil every 3,000 miles or your engine will explode. Okay, maybe not explode, but you get the idea. But with advances in oil and engine technology, do you really need to change your oil that often? To get to the bottom of this, we took 3 cars with varying mileage and oil change histories. We sent oil samples from each car to a lab for analysis before and after driving them for 3,000 miles. We also consulted with a lubrication engineer to get their expert opinion. The lab results were pretty eye-opening. The oil from the car that had been regularly maintained and used synthetic oil was still in good condition after 3,000 miles. The oil from the car with irregular maintenance showed some signs of degradation, but it wasn't alarming. The lubrication engineer explained that modern engines are built with tighter tolerances and better filtration systems, and synthetic oils are designed to last longer and withstand higher temperatures than conventional oils. All of this means that you can often go much longer between oil changes than you might think. Now, I'm not saying you should ignore your car's oil change schedule altogether. It's still important to follow your manufacturer's recommendation, which is often 5,000 to 7,500 miles or even more for some cars. Check your owner's manual. It's like the Bible for your car. But blindly following the 3,000-mile rule is not only unnecessary but also wasteful. You're spending money on oil changes you probably don't need, and you're contributing to environmental waste. So there you have it. The myth of changing your oil every 3,000 miles. Consider it busted. Chapter 4. Can you wash your car with dish soap? We've all been there. You're out washing your car on a sunny afternoon, and you realize you're out of car wash soap. You look around and see a bottle of dish soap. Hey, you might think, soap is soap, right? Wrong. Using dish soap to wash your car might seem like a harmless shortcut, but it can actually do more harm than good. We wanted to see the effects of using dish soap on car paint compared to proper car wash soap. So, we took 2 test panels with identical paint jobs. We washed one panel with car wash soap and the other with dish soap. Then we observed the results. The difference was pretty clear. The panel washed with car wash soap looked shiny and new, while the panel washed with dish soap looked dull and lifeless. Here's why. Dish soap is designed to cut through grease and grime on your dishes, but it's too harsh for car paint. It strips away the protective wax layer that keeps your car's paint looking shiny and new. Over time, using dish soap can lead to paint fading, oxidation, and even fine scratches. Car wash soap, on the other hand, is specifically formulated to clean your car's paint without damaging it. It's pH balanced and contains gentle cleaning agents that remove dirt and grime while preserving the protective wax layer. Think of it this way, you wouldn't wash your hair with dish soap, would you? Your car's paint deserves the same kind of care and attention. So, the myth of using dish soap to wash your car, we're spraying it with a big, fat, busted. Outro, so there you have it, folks. 4 common car maintenance myths busted. Remember, always do your research and follow expert advice when it comes to taking care of your car. Don't believe everything you hear. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment with other myths you'd like us to test, and don't forget to subscribe for more myth-busting content. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.